Did it, I'm live. Let me adjust my microphone. Hi, everybody. So, I am here to talk about this week's releases. New Comic Book Wednesday is tomorrow, Wednesday, the 15th, the year 2020. And I'm going to go through all of the stuff. Hello, somebody. Let me see. I'm going to put up my comments, so if anyone has anything they want to yell at me, or if there's anything they want me to put aside for them, let me know. And I will go get some books. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, Samuel David. How's it going, buddy? Let's see. I'm trying to make my adjustments. There we go. So, first things first. Tonight is book club, and we're going to be doing Black Magic Volume 1 by Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott, which looks like this. From Image Comics, and it's sort of witchy cop drama. So yeah, anybody who doesn't know, we do a book club and a movie club every week. So every other Tuesday is book club at 8 o'clock on a Zoom meeting, so anyone can join. And then the alternating weeks are movie club. So yeah, tonight is book club. Blammo. All right, so first up, we're going to do Diamond first, and then we're going to do DC. We're going to start with the single issues. Coming out tomorrow, Big Girls #2 by Jason Howard, which is a world where men turn into giant kaiju monsters, and women, these like 60-foot women, are the ones who fight them. Men are monsters destroying the world. Only girls can stop them. Big Girls. Little baby guy. So #2 comes out tomorrow. #1 came out, and we reviewed it on the podcast, the CultPop Podcast, which we do Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. And we liked it. Some of us liked it more than others, but overall, we liked it. Also coming out tomorrow, Billionaire Island, #6 by, what's his name? Mark Russell, who is sort of very popular for doing very politically charged comic books. Everything is like there for a reason. Everything's a metaphor. So yeah, Billionaire Island, #6. Also, Bleed Them Dry, a ninja vampire tale from Vault Comics, and it's issue #3. The sinister and newly reconstructed Detective Atticus Black has been placed in charge of stopping the so-called vampire slayer and finding the still missing Detective Harper Holloway. But what Black doesn't know is that the killer he's hunting is from his distant past, when humanity waged war against their immortal brethren, and that Toyo has partnered with Detective Harper Holloway to bring Black's crimes and treason to light. Now, I'm all for putting some blood splatter all over your book. However, if you're putting your blood splatter on the description of the book and you make it difficult to read, it might be a problem. Just a heads up. Put that Billionaire Island in my box, and everyone should give Mark Russell a shot, says Noel. I will put that Billionaire Island in your box. So, Black Widow #1 came out 2 weeks ago. All of my copies came in damaged, so I had to report them damaged so they could send me new ones. And now this week, I have copies of Black Widow #1 by Kelly Thompson. And she's been doing a bang-up job on the Captain Marvel current series, as well as the Star miniseries, which just is wrapping up. So yeah, Black Widow, this is real good. If you're interested in some Black Widow, I highly recommend this first issue. It has a little bit to do with, or a little bit in common with, the movie from like 20 years ago, I think, called The Long Kiss Goodnight. Which, if you've seen that action movie, that spy thriller, which I love, I want to rewatch that. I haven't seen that in a long time. The Long Kiss Goodnight. Starring what's her name from The Fly, from the Cronenberg's The Fly, Gina Davis. All right, Captain America #23, still being written by Ta-Nehisi Coates. And it looks like the Iron Patriot with Cap's shield. But who's that? Is that Agent 13? Who am I looking at? Is it a secret? Are they going to tell me? I bet you it's Agent 13. But yeah. And I want to say that there is a variant cover to this. Ah, there is. There's the Alex Ross Timeless variant. They've been doing a series of Alex Ross Timeless variants where he will paint a very classic. Oh, what'd I say? Sharon Carter. Did I not say Sharon Carter? Did I say Peggy? I meant Sharon Carter. Yeah. So Alex Ross has been doing these portraits of the classic versions of the characters with no title or anything. Really clean looking, nice little portraits. And then also, Guri Hiru has been doing Heroes at Home variant covers where they will draw the titular character and what they're doing at home during COVID, during the pandemic. It's really, really cute. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Callie. Let's see. Captain Marvel #18. I got another one of those back in, part of the Empire crossover, which I'm really enjoying. And then #19, reprint. Got more of those back in. Accusers Assemble. Bram. I typed it when you said Agent 13. Oh, okay. Agent 13. That was cool. Yeah. Conan, Battle for the Serpent Crown, starring Conan and Mephisto. What are you doing, Mephisto? What are you doing fighting Conan? You crazy little devil. What are you doing? I haven't read a single issue of this, but I was really enjoying Jason Aaron's Conan book. Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance comes out tomorrow. Also, another issue of Faithless 2. This is issue #4, and here's the regular cover. Getting some threesome kissing on in there. And then there's a erotica cover, which they have rightly guarded your sensitive eyes. You can't see the naughtiness that's happening on the erotica cover. So don't even think it. Let's see. Blue Sun Rising is the new storyline going in Firefly by Greg Pak. Boop. I love this show. I really love Firefly and Serenity. Big fan. Excalibur, part of the Road to the Ten of Swords. Excalibur #12 by Tini Howard and Marcus Cho. And we see here the White Queen playing some chess. Just regular, ordinary chess. Nothing mischievous about it. It's just a lady playing chess in a mink shawl, as they do. And there's only one side. There's no other side to the chess that she's playing. She's playing against nobody. Pick it up at your local comic shop. Ryan says, samesies, brown coats forever. Nice. All right. So, new series starting tomorrow, Iron Man #1 by Christopher Cantwell and Keifu. So it looks like Dan Slott left the book. He finished up his run, and now we're moving on to the next stage. It's a really nice looking book. And some nice art by Keifu. And it's got a wraparound cover by Alex Ross. So there's that. Oh, so Christopher Cantwell, I just recently realized, he is the showrunner for one of my favorite TV shows that I just caught up on called *Halt and Catch Fire*. And so now he's the new writer on the Iron Man. And there's also a bunch of variant covers for this new #1. There's 3 by R.B. Silva of varying colorizing. So here's the main R.B. Silva variant. And then there's the premiere variant, also R.B. Silva, where they're doing a gradient into a black and white. And then the full black and white R.B. Silva variant. And then there's another variant. And the aforementioned Alex Ross Timeless variant. And is it Riley Brown? Oh, Dustin Weaver. Dustin Weaver, Iron Man #1 variant. Ooh. Mm-mm. And the blank variant. And the reason they do these is so you can have an artist draw on it if you like. I've had a couple of people buy the blank variant and have me draw a character on there for them. Oompa, loompa, doodly-doo. Wednesday is the 16th. Okay. G.I. Joe #8. Book still going strong. In case you didn't know, Obey Cobra. Headlopper is back. The quarterly fantasy book by Andrew McLean and Jordi Belair is back. And there's 2 covers, one by Andrew McLean. He's got so many muscles. And then another one by somebody else, a different artist. Oh, snap, Daniel Warren Johnson. Well, that explains why it's awesome. Daniel Warren Johnson cover for Headlopper. That's dope. I like it. Ryan says, I'll stop by today. It's so nice out. Now, Ryan, keep in mind I'm closed Mondays and Tuesdays, but if you let me know when you're coming, I can make sure to meet you here, because I don't know if I'll be here the whole time. I'm going to do the live stream, and then I got to go read the book for book club. But if you let me know what time you're coming by, text me, and I'll make sure to meet you here. Hellions #4 by Zeb Wells and Segovia. Marco Segovia? What's the first name? Steven Segovia. Just stand awkwardly outside. Yeah, don't let me know you're here. Just stand there until you get tired and then leave. As the Peanuts, the Charlie Brown Peanuts music plays. 2 issues of The Immortal Hulk this week. There's number 37 by Al Ewing. Spooky. And there is, and that's got 2 different covers. There's the Heroes at Home cover, where he's at home and he's drawing a picture, and it's him punching Loki. And then, oh, that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. So he goes outside and he hears a bunch of ruckus. And there's a bunch of people who have signs up thanking essential workers, and they're clapping and applauding the people. They're driving by and they're holding up their signs. And he is also excited to support the essential workers. And he claps so hard that he breaks the street. And then everyone's like, boo. And then he's like, oh, Hulk, sorry. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. And then, so the other issue of the Immortal Hulk that comes out this week is issue 0. What is going on? Oh, I see. So it's got some reprints in it. Is this all reprints? Oh, and then there's, I see. It looks like there are some, what's it called? Like a bookend stories. And then in the middle are reprints from the different era of the Hulk. Also out tomorrow, Fearless Dawn meets Hellboy. Now, it's from Albatross Books, and it's by Mike Mignola and Steve Mannion, but I don't know Fearless Dawn, but I sure do know Hellboy. It's a one-shot, and it's got actual art by Mignola in there, and Steve Mannion. Beth. Marvel's Snapshot X-Men, one shot. Also, there is a reprint of Power Rangers Draken New Dawn. So I got some of that back in. Money Shot by Tim Seeley and Sarah Beatty, drawn by Rebecca Isaacs, about a bunch of scientists in the future who become porn stars. Enter the planet Cockaigne, a real name from history that we totally didn't make up. The XX Explorers, the Triple Explorers, arrive in a world of pleasure and leisure where scientists are superstars. The only problem is they've been forced to bring along moron and POTUS Luke Kirk. How long until he says or does something really terrible? A story about scientists having sex with aliens for the glory of mankind and money. Hi, Anil. How's it going? And Noel says Drakon is a reprint. Yes. It is a second print. Also out this week from Boom Studios is the really awesome Once in Future by Kieran Gillen and Dan Mora and Tamara Barnvillen. This book is great. Super good. Highly recommend it. The Kings are dead. I kind of like that Boom does that. Most, Anil says, I'm good, thanks. Nice. Ryan says, I'll need this in trade. I will put that on your list so that I don't forget. Subscriptions. What I was going to say was most comic books always have an ad on the back. For instance, for the Contest of Champions video game. But what Boom does is that they use that as more for the book you're reading. It's not an ad, really. It's just sort of like just a cute little tidbit. which I like. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just adding something. Money Shot trade paperback for Ryan Hively.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
All right.
It depends on which way.
Oh, Anil says favorite DC book. Far Sector. I think my favorite DC book by N.K. Jemisin is a sort of hard sci-fi book, which just happens to include a Green Lantern. She's a brand new Green Lantern called Sojourner. Sojourner Malane, I think is her name. And yeah, it is a really good sci-fi book, murder mystery. Highly recommended if you haven't read it. Far Sector, it's a 12-issue series. Also, I'm really enjoying Bendis's Superman. I'm also enjoying the Death Metal series, which is big, dumb fun, but it's my kind of dumb fun. So yeah, those are probably my favorites. I'm taking a glance at the wall to see if I forgot anything. Suicide Squad is good by Tom Taylor. All Tom Taylor books are good. What else? Hi, Grace.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. Live streaming. Oh, Strange Adventures. Also says hi to Grace.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, Strange Adventures is really good by Tom King. Justin Agnew says, fuck yeah. If that Once in Future isn't on my list, please add. I'm looking. Let's see. I'm going to my subscription list. I'm sorting by alphabet. I'm looking for Justin. Oop. Justin Agnew does not have Once in Future. I hear somebody behind me. Oh, it's my wife. Hi, wife. Once and Future, Justin Agnew. Got him. Got him. Let's see. Ryan says, thanks. Samuel David says, yes. Far Sector is such a good book. Far Sector is so good, says Matthew Feldman. Everyone agrees. Noel says Far Sector is great, but mine, because no one asked, might be Legion for reals. So, Anil, if you haven't, I don't think we've met, but we do a live podcast every Sunday morning at 11:30 a.m. on the CultPop YouTube page, and we review the week's books. And so Noel, the guy who's commenting, is one of my guests every week, and he loves Legion of Superheroes by Brian Michael Bendis. I also say is very good, but I'm not a big Legion guy, so take that for what it's worth. I've never liked the Legion of Superheroes. This is the first time I've ever enjoyed the Legion. So if you're a longtime Legion fan, you might disagree with me. And comments. Joe Griffin says, Strange Adventures is that jam. You are correct. Also, if you have one, would you put one aside? Once in Future, that is. Also, Far Sector is great. Yes, Justin, I will see if I have extra copies. If not, I will be sure to order one in for next week for you. All right, so Once in Future. That happened. Outcast number 46 from Robert Kirkman, which I haven't read in quite a while, but I enjoyed what I read, and it is about, or at least it started off being about exorcisms and demons and et cetera, et cetera. So it's like it's a good spooky horror book by Robert Kirkman. Anil says, thanks, I'll be sure to tune in. I've been randomly subbing to a bunch of comic channels, and I saw that you were live. Oh. Well, thanks. It's way more entertaining when it's not just me showing you comic books, I promise. So glad it's finally ending. Christopher Goodnight says, I assume he's talking about Outcast. Why are you glad it's ending? I'm curious. The reason I'm asking is I'm curious why you're glad it's ending versus just not reading it anymore. You know what I mean? Why are you glad it's over as opposed to like, I'm just going to stop reading it? So yeah. Boop, boop, a doop. Oh, so I don't know what this is, but I like the cover, and it's by Steve Niles, who is a big name. And he created, if you heard of the 30 Days of Night vampire series, which they turned into a movie. But look at this cover. I love this cover. Spooky. Got some creepy stuff happening in the negative space from his eye steam. Lou's just letting loose some eye steam. I guess his tea is done. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I like the style of it too. I like kind of organic looking brushwork where it's not too thick, but it's just thick enough. This looks great. Who's the Legion book by, Anil? That is by Brian Michael Bendis. And it's, I want to say maybe there's 9 issues so far. The first trade paperback should be coming out soon. Oh, Chris Goodnight says it's meandered for so long. But like, you're still reading it. Ryan said, is that a number 1? Are you talking about The Possessed? This is number 1, yes. It's a 2-issue series. It's number 1 of 2. Who's Legion book by? It's by Brian Michael Bendis. Yes. Do you want me to put it aside for you, Ryan Hively? No problem, Anil. What other YouTube channels are you sub to? Just so you know, we do the Spoiler Alert podcast at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings, like I mentioned a minute ago. And then we also do these thing called Thunder Round videos where me or one of the other guys will do a 60-second review. We'll like put on a timer, and we've got 60 seconds to review a book. And then, Noel just started doing complete run reviews where he will go back, and I think he read Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest and did a whole 20-minute video about those 2 things, about the whole complete run. So yeah. And then also I do some live streaming of, I'm also an artist. All of that stuff on the wall behind me is my artwork. So I will live stream my drawings sometimes. So just so you know. Put me down for both, says Ryan Hively. I will do that right now. Possessed. 1 and 2. Ryan Hively. Oh, Ryan. So anybody who doesn't know Ryan, he is a buddy of mine who also likes horror movies, and I just want to show him my t-shirt. One of my all-time favorite 80s horror movies, The Gate, starring Stephen Dorff. I love this t-shirt. It's like one of my favorite t-shirts. This one is my RoboCop t-shirt, where RoboCop is literally punching Ed 209 in the face. So good. Let's see. Oh, Gem Mint. Yeah, we used to belong to that Gem Mint club, but it got too negative. It was just... I don't know. Everyone on there was complaining about everything, so it was just kind of frustrating, so we left. Near Mint. Oh, yeah, I've heard of Near Mint. Noel was telling me about Near Mint. He likes that one, and a bunch of others. I think I watched your 3 Jokers review. Yeah. Did you like 3 Jokers? I really enjoyed it, obviously, since you saw my review. I have every issue so far, and I'm curious how it will end. Yeah, I get that, Christopher. I've been with it so long. I don't want to just drop it. I want to know how it ends. That makes perfect sense. I totally get that. Be curious to see what the numbers are, because I can't imagine it lasting this long if it was anyone else but Kirkman. Oh yeah, you love 3 Jokers. Great. Hey, what up, action figure expert? Hello, Mr. JD. How you doing? I'm doing good. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm expecting a baby. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna have a little boy. And I didn't bring him with me. I wanted to show you guys. So a friend of mine, Bree, who I used to work at another comic shop years ago, she sent me a little care package with 2 newborn baby onesies. And the first one says Tales from the Crib, which is right up my alley. And then there's another one that it's got a little picture of the gremlins and it says, do not feed after midnight. And I got a little worked up. I got a little teary-eyed because it was like, it's so perfect. What a perfect gift. Thank you. Is that Fright Rags? It doesn't say. I forget if it was from Fright Rags or I don't know. Probably Fright Rags. Are you serious? I am serious. I'm having a baby. 42 years old and I'm having a baby, finally. RoboCop. Yeah, if you see that, hit me up. I think that RoboCop shirt was a Fright Rags one. And it's one of those like collages where it has a bunch of different, it's one by one artist, but it's a bunch of different scenes and characters from RoboCop. But at the very bottom, there's Ed 209 and then a little RoboCop just clacking him in the jaw. If Ed 209 had a jaw. Oh, thanks, Chris. He says, congratulations. Sam David says, congrats. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to grab more books. Oh, another thing. There was a couple of things that I didn't show last week because I was sick. I didn't get a chance to do the live stream. But I got in a Midoriya, Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia. It's a little figure. And for you other horror fans out there, Friday the 13th Horror at Camp Crystal Lake board game. I have been waiting so long because there's a really good board game that I like. It's basically Friday the 13th, but without being Friday the 13th. The killer, instead of being Jason, is Otis, and he's got like a bear mask on, and it's like late 70s, early 80s, and there's all these like different archetypal horror movie characters that you get to play as. So yeah, and you're at a camp. So that's a fun board game that I played because Friday the 13th doesn't exist. Now Friday the 13th board game exists, and I'm going to try that out. I was going to make my wife play it, but it's 3-player. So I need another player. I was hoping I could just like play 2-player. Nah. But yeah, I'm really stoked. There he is. This live stream is expensive. You have an extra? Are you talking about the board game? I do have an extra. I got 1 for me and I got 2 for the store. So yeah, you said you're going to be by today too, right? So I'll put it aside for you. If you're is that what you're talking about? All right, I'm going to grab more books. All right. Yeah, Ryan, I will put this aside for you. BRB. All right, next up. Speaking of Tom Taylor, anybody I was telling about Tom Taylor, he is great. He did Deceased, the DC series that have been coming out from DC, which have been wonderful zombie stories in the DC universe, and which is like more than zombies. I feel like calling it zombies in the DC universe, while it's a good elevator pitch of like, here's kind of what the book is, it's much better than that. It's way, way better. And there's more interesting things happening in that book than just zombies. Anyway, he's writing that. He did the Injustice series that a lot of people loved, which was way better than any video game comic book had any right to be. And now he's doing his Boom Studios creator-owned project called 7 Secrets. And if this is confusing to look at, it is on purpose. So yeah, this is issue number 2. And it's got a variant cover by, I'm going to say this is Dustin Nguyen. Slightly different design-wise for Dustin Nguyen, but you can see his watercolors in there and the way he draws noses. Let's see. Am I right? Am I right? I'm gonna feel a fool if I'm wrong. Variant cover by Dustin Nguyen. Nailed it. Where's my store? Anil asks. I'm so glad you asked me that, Anil. Also, if I'm not pronouncing your name right, I apologize. My store is called Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex. It's at 4327 Main Street, which is in Manayunk, which is a subsection of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So literally, like technically, my store address is Philadelphia, PA, but I'm also slightly outside of the Philadelphia city, like downtown. It's a little tiny, like a cute little, almost suburb. It's like a main street, and it's called Manayunk, Manayunk. That's my wife.
Hello.
Look at that belly. It's my baby. I put as a baby in there. He's gonna read so many comics, or else. Hi, honey.
Hey.
Are you eating lunch?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm just talking to the people.
I know.
My people. So Anil, anyway, to answer your question, Philadelphia, PA. However, if you're not in the area, I do mail outs. I have customers all over the place, including Tasmania, Carl's, who also listens to the show. Injustice and Justice League Power Rangers. Thank you. I didn't read that. I haven't read a single Power Rangers issue, but Noel, I keep mentioning Noel, he loves that book. I'll tell you what I am reading though, and I am really enjoying. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The same publisher, IDW, has been doing TMNT for years. And that's been real good. Player 3 has entered the game. It's a very Escher-esque cover, 7 Secrets. You are correct. I couldn't think of the artist. I always think of Labyrinth, the movie Labyrinth. But yes, MC Escher is the name of the artist. Mailouts, you say. Good to know. Yes, I do. Absolutely. And then also, Anil, or anybody else who doesn't know this, I mentioned it at the top of the this little broadcast, but we also do book club and movie club here at the shop. And by here at the shop, I mean on the internet. So on Zoom, we every other Tuesday night is book club, where we will talk about a trade paperback, a graphic novel, etc. And it's a Zoom meeting, so anyone can come. And I lead a discussion on it once everyone reads the book, and then I lead a discussion. And then on the alternating Tuesdays, we also do movie club. And there is a Facebook group for this. It's called JD's Hero Complex Book Club. So you would just ask for permission to join that. I say yes. And then we also put up polls, like voting polls on what the book might be or what the movie's going to be. And everyone gets to vote. And then whatever wins the top spot is what we do. So tonight will be Black Magic, Volume 1 by Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. And then a week from tonight at 8 o'clock, we're going to do Movie Club. And I don't know what it is yet. Noel, if you're still watching, what's the movie? He says my internet is being but I bet the stream is the best. So he can't hear me. It's either, what was the name of that movie? Not After Midnight, not Before Dawn, Before Sunset. I think Before Sunset might be the one with Ethan Hawke. Joe, you do need to get this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book. It's real good. If I'm ever in Philly, I'll be sure to let you know and stop by, says Anil. Awesome, please do. And yeah, Christopher Goodnight, read those turtles. All right, so that's 7 Secrets by Tom Taylor. Sonic the Hedgehog, number 31. I don't have much to say about that. It's pretty self-explanatory, I assume. Now, for everybody who has a subscription to Amazing Spider-Man, if your local shop did not already do this for you, have them do this for you today. Call your LCS and have them put aside the Amazing Spider-Man Sins of Norman Osborn. This is part of the Amazing Spider-Man run. But if their subscription service works in a very specific way and they don't automatically put this aside for you, you might want to check in and make sure you get it. It's a one-shot that has to do with the return of Norman, also the Sin Eater story that's going on. I would hope that your local shop knows enough to get these for you. But if not, double check. At my shop, if someone has a subscription to Amazing and I see that there is a book that's coming out that's not technically an Amazing Spider-Man book, that's not part of like that exact series, but it is important. Oh, that's a variant cover. So there's the Ryan Otley cover and this other guy who I don't know who this is. Casanovos? Yeah, Casanovas. Casanovas. Kind of a cool digital painting. Or is that actual watercolor? I just did the old man move. Do you see that? I have my glasses on. Oh, let me take off my glasses and put it directly up to my face. Digital painting has gotten so good that it's sometimes actually hard for me to decipher if this is legitimate watercolor or not. Yeah, isn't that a nice cover? Oh, bye, Anil. I do this every Tuesday, so hopefully we'll see you around. Toodles. See, what happened there was I almost blew a kiss. I almost went, mwah. But then I realized it was like part kiss, but then part sign off. And I just did a this instead, which I think in some places is like an insult, isn't it? Meh. See, my wife's laughing at me. I can hear her. Shush. She said, I don't even have to see you to know you're messing it up. That's my wife. Star Wars #6 by Charles Soule. And both of these series, Star Wars and Vader, take place in between episodes 5 and 6. Matthew Feldman says, Amazing Spider-Man one-off, please. Now, if Matthew Feldman, if you have it on your subscription, you will automatically get it. Let me... Not meth. Sorry. I typed in Matthew. Matthew Feldman. Oh, you are literally down for Amazing Spider-Man Sins of Norman Osborn, but you're not down for Amazing Spider-Man. Is that correct? Do I have that correct? I have you down for Sins of Norman, but I don't have you down for the main title. Let me know and I'll change that. Yeah, Anil, I might do Movie Club. Nice. Gorgeous variant cover. I do that all the time. I think that's just married life. You accidentally blow kisses to people that you don't mean to? Or your wife makes fun of you? Stillwater #1 by Chip Zdarsky and Ramon Perez. Look at that cover. I hope it's good and spooky. This looks like a good spooker. Is that a phrase? Do people... It sounds a little like it could be an offensive phrase. A spooker. Stillwater. Yep, both, says Joe Griffin. Am I getting textuals? Oh, my wife is texting me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you texting Callie? Mm-hmm. Callie, Sushan's texting you. Does anybody watching have any experience, or do you know anybody with experience for creating intros for YouTube channels? I have a YouTube channel. I don't have an intro, but I'm looking for like a little bit of animation for the YouTube for our different shows. So if anyone knows anybody or knows of a service where I can get, easy intros or like stingers of like, here's this section of the show, just like little animations that I can toss up on the screen. Can you pull Stillwater for me? I can't remember if we talked about it before. It says Jimmy Del Fuco. Hi, Jimmy. Let me take a look. Ooh. Nope, it's not on your list. However, voila. Stillwater, Jimmy D. Done and done, my friend. Ryan says, hey, I'm heading down Meow, if that's all right. Had to get off the stream to catch an Uber. So Ryan's coming to buy some of his stuff, so I'm going to disappear for a little bit when he gets here to help him out. But I'm not going to stop the stream. I did make this cute little... So when you see this, I'll be back, I promise. JD will be right back. All right. Star number 5. Speaking of Star, Kelly Thompson, an offshoot of the Captain Marvel series that she's doing that has been pretty great. And this is also, it's a 5-issue, really tight, really well done. Look at this new character that was created in Captain Marvel, who, after fighting Captain Marvel in the Captain Marvel book, wakes up at the end of that fight in jail, having been defeated, and discovers that all of a sudden she has an Infinity Stone in her chest. Pretty cool. So now she has to figure out, why does she have an Infinity Stone in her chest? How does she use it? Because if she uses it correctly, it could be great. But then also, Thanos' Black Order are trying to track her down as well. Because, Infinity Stone. Really well done. When this comes out in the trade paperback, mwah. All right. Action Figure Expert says, congratulations on the baby boy. Are you going to name it Clark or Bruce? I'm going to be honest. I had a couple of comic book related... Quick side note. We're going to take a second. We're going to take a second to have this conversation. I had a couple of comic book based names picked out. My first one, way back before I was married, was Logan. Of course, Logan. What a cool name. And then the X-Men movies happened, and then everyone named their kid Logan, including my friend Mark Mackner. He beat me to it by like 15 years. 15 years ago, I think, he had a kid. He named him Logan, his first son. So I couldn't do that because my friend has a kid named Logan. I wanted Parker. I thought Parker, what a fun first name. Parker Holden, pretty good. Parker Kareko, either of my last names would work. And then Sushan's friend, Hee-sung, she named him Parker. So I can't use Parker. I never really considered Clark or Bruce, but I did like Cal. And that got shot down. I don't want to point any fingers. I don't want to point this finger at anyone specific, but Cal got ixnayed. I thought Cal was like K-A-L, just Cal, not Kal-El, just Cal. I thought it was cute.
Not after Nick Cage.
Not after Nick Cage.
Did he name his son?
Did Nick Cage name his son Cal?
No, not Cal.
Oh, he named him Kal-El. I think Cal is cool. Anyway, was there any other ones? Oh, Cassidy. I'm still thinking about Cassidy from Preacher, the Irish vampire. And yeah, there's a couple other ones up in the air. We're still milling it about, to answer your question. But I did consider Cal. Anthony D says, thought Tom Taylor's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was way better than Spencer's ASM. Only 12 issues, though. I didn't read that. And I think Anthony did... Who drew that book? Was that Andrew Robinson? I know he did the covers. And I think he's a comic skater now. Jimmy says, thanks. Joe, I thought Parker too if we ever have a kid, and my wife hated it.
Oh, I love it.
She loves it. We both love the name Parker. Is it weird? Is it weird to name our kid Parker if she has a friend with a kid named Parker?
They're both being named Parker for the same reason. that their dads are Spider-Man enthusiasts.
Yeah.
So
His dad actually shops here, and they come here. Him and Parker, David and Parker, come here to shop here. So he named Parker after Peter Parker as well. So I don't know. Yeah.
I know it's tough when we actually know we have multiple friends with the name Logan for their kids already.
We have multiple kids with
Logan didn't sound as good with Holden.
Logan Holden. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Samuel David says, my dad's name is Cal with a C, like Cal McDonald. Cal McDonald is he's sort of a John Constantine-esque character from Dark Horse. He did Criminal Macabre. Ah. Oh, hello. Is that for? I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Johnny, that's me.
All right, there you go.
Thank you. You too. Take care. No. So. Oh wait. I'm sorry. I'm backlogged on comments. My dad's name is Cal. Oh, so Cal McDonald. He's another comic book character, and he's like John Constantine, but from Dark Horse, I think. And he is a private detective who drinks and smokes, got tattoos, all that sort of stuff. One of my favorite types of character. My favorite kind of archetype of a character. And yeah, what about Cal with a C? We could do that. Well, you know what? We'll talk about it later. Molly says, I wanted to name my imaginary kids after the Narnian princes when I was little. The only name I know from Narnia is Mr. Tumnus. So I'm hoping you mean Mr. Tumnus. You're going to name your child Mr. Tumnus. First name Mr., last name Tumnus. Tumnus Herbert Wilson. Caspian, Rillian, Octavian, etc. Caspian's cool. Rillian.
Why won't we just do Constantine? If we're gonna do
Constantine Kareko. Constantine Holden. Connie. People call him Connie. Samuel David says, no, so what? I have tons of friends named Samuel. Good point, Samuel. That's true. I know a bunch of Johnnies. So there. Bunch of Parkers. It's fine. All right, next up. Thor #7 by Donnie Cates. Look at this cover. I'm so interested. All these people trying to grab Mjolnir. You got Groot, Captain Marvel, Spidey, and Iron Man, and then someone back here. That's not Storm, is it? Who do we think that is in the back? It's a blue hand with black and then gold. Blue, black, and gold. Is that one of the Fantastic Four, do you think? Anyway, if you're not reading Thor by Donnie Cates, you're missing out. Donnie Cates is one of the best writers. Him and Jason Aaron. My two favorites in Marvel right now. Anyway, so that's Thor #7. If you like the Umbrella Academy, they are back with a mini-series called You Look Like Death. Tales from the Umbrella Academy. And there are two covers. So this one's by Gabriel Ba. And I don't know who this... Oh, this one's by Leonardo Romero. This is a really nice cover. I like this a lot. Damn. Let's see. Joe Griffin says, I like the name Parker. Oh, here's Ryan. Ryan is here. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to put up a little thing that says, JD will be right back, and I'm going to go help him. I wish I had like a little music video for you to watch or something. I don't know. Make friends. I need my mask. Where's my mask? I got it. Spider-Man. Hey, buddy. How's it going?
They made the juice carton.
Oh, Pizza John. Hell yeah.
Are you still shop before?
It's like the Corn album, but it's
Oh, I
Freddy
didn't
Krueger.
even realize it wasn't corn. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Come check out Ryan's shirt. It's corn meets Freddy Krueger.
Oh, see, and it's backwards, so it actually looks frontwards on the.
That's
on the
fun.
camera.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like see the claw, the little hat.
Yeah. Hi, Ryan.
It's like I time traveled.
Yeah.
Right there.
Let's see.
I can give you a moment if you still want.
Oh no, they're fine. All right, so Friday the 13th board game.
Yeah, how much is that, by the way?
I want to say it was like 40.
Yeah. My buddy Jared got it, but he got it online. I was like, oh crap, he has it in store. I was thinking about.
Nice. And then you asked for.
Possessed. If that comes out tomorrow, I can
That's
just
fine.
pick it up next week or something.
Elemento.
You had me at Steve Niles or Tim, and then the Tim Seal you want.
Yeah. So possessed. What was the other thing? Was there a third thing?
Possessed and the.
Oh, the trade paperback.
Yeah, the Tim Seeley. Yeah, so whenever that comes in.
What was it?
The sex one. The
Money Shot.
Money Shot. How could I forget?
Oh yeah.
Is there a trade for it already?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
I think you already picked up your Pandora. Right?
Correct.
Yeah, pretty good. So.
That's nice in here. What you get?
Oh, like during COVID, did a bunch of stuff. Oh, and then you might want to check these out. I don't know if you like action figures or not, but I was excited to see these.
The ones that they've been selling at Target that Target never had.
It's got one of those. Man, that's so cool. Yeah, it's got the mask with the.
Oh, with the
Worms
ones
and
coming
shit.
out.
And then I got that.
Oh, sexy.
Excited.
I like that. My mom actually just had me a mug made.
Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, she made that like the whole thing herself.
It looks like a beer can almost.
Yeah, it's a
That's awesome. Wait, your mom made it?
My mom like commissioned something for like.
That's awesome. Yeah, I stopped by. I was at the bank the other day and I saw that the Spirit Halloween was open.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I got a Happy Field hat and some Friday the 13th socks. And then, okay.
Holliston's on Shudder now. Adam Green and Joe Lynch's TV show from like 2012. Holliston. It used to be. It came out when FearNet was around. I remember FearNet back in the day. But Shudder, they got the rights or like to the first two seasons of Holliston. Now we're trying to like get a third season all these years later. Holliston.
Huh. What is it about?
It's about two aspiring horror directors, and just like a funny sitcom, like tons of cameos. Like Tony Todd in it's hilarious. Kane Hodder's in it. It's hilarious. There's a scene where Kane Hodder, Danielle Harris, like Adam this really crazy looking threesome.
Oh.
It's nuts. She wears like her Jamie like clown suit and stuff. Like it's pretty nice.
64. It was actually $29.99. Not $30.
Oh, you bet.
Thank you, brother.
Well, thank you.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was like stopping in, like or I was gonna be in Manningham today. Like I said, I don't live right up the street anymore.
Yeah,
I feel like kind of commit to come.
that's all right. Card.
Oh my God!
What?
Hydro Employee of the Month, Baron Zemo. I need a new mug.
I think it's $10.
That's so awesome. Is it real?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, fancy king. You want to get it?
Yeah, do you have a bag big enough?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Now, hello. I almost said good morning. Afternoon. happened. It got canceled, so it's Free Comic Book Summer. So I still have all the stuff, but it's all just kind of sitting there for you.
Yay.
Yeah, I have a mug problem too. I'm always buying mugs.
I have like the brass knuckles ones. I had this really cool Call of Duty one. Someone put it in my fridge.
Ruined it.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where it's like as it heats up, like it
Yeah.
like changes it.
Yeah. And that ruins it? I didn't realize. We don't have a dishwasher stuff. All right, brother. Want to get back to it?
All right, man.
Tink.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming down.
Yeah. I'll have to remember to check out the live stream one.
All right, brother.
Got more money.
Nice. Toodles. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Had to go make that money. So let's see. I can get rid of this banner. I am back. Here I am. Let's see. Oh, good. People are talking. So let's see. Juan Cabal. Oh, Juan Cabal drew that Spider-Man book. Name the kid whatever you want. Thank you, Molly. I have a cousin, Logan, so that's out. Black Panther. I'm just going to name my son Black Panther. Storm. I need that mask. Where does he get such wonderful toys? Yeah, my friend made that for me, the Spidey mask. Hi, Ryan, says Joe. Sweet shirt, says Jimmy. And then, so my friend Gina, if you guys have been in the shop, there's a bright yellow display up front with a bunch of plushies, like shields and swords, and they're all made out of plushie. So I asked her to make me pumpkins. It's got a fuzzy on it. Got pumpkins of different sizes. It's so cute. And then she's going to make me a couple of jack-o'-lanterns where she actually like put some faces on them. So we're going to be selling these at the shop. If you want a pumpkin that you can have all year long, I specifically requested these. She was not making these. And I said, would you please make me some pumpkins? So yeah, she did a couple of different styles. Like originally, she would take the orange fabric and sort of twist it. And that would create sort of like these delineations. And they would twist into like a stem. And that was pretty cute. But then she's been going in and adding in, she's been stitching them in by hand, these little delineations, the little pumpkin things. So yeah, aren't they cute? I love them. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. All right, so we did You Look Like Death from the Umbrella Academy. Now we're moving on to X-Men number 12. So now that the Empire miniseries is over, we're back to regular X-Men from John Hickman. And you know what? If you guys weren't reading the Empire X-Men 4-issue miniseries, it was really good. It was surprisingly good. So basically, what's happening with Empire is that they're an invading force of aliens called the Katati, which are all plant-based. And then I want to ruin it for you, but the island of Genosha, which had a Holocaust a while ago, where all of the mutants were murdered, they come back as zombies. So at its heart, it was Plants vs. Zombies, which is adorable. All of that work for a pun of a video game. But yeah, I thought that was cool. I want to get more books.
I don't know how to look that up. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if the app looks different on your phone. Probably the Android. Right.
All right. So let's see. There's only a couple issues left from Diamond. And that is, well, I guess it's one issue. It's Giant Size X-Men Storm one shot. And we've got this cover from Russell Dauterman. And then there's another cover by Jen Bartel.
Oh, wait, maybe it is for longer. Yeah, I just had her from
And then
the-
again, aforementioned Alex Ross Timeless,
and then I have her
cover.
from 5:30, so.
which has Storm in her original costume from Giant Size X-Men #1.
That's really tight.
So yeah, it's hard to pick. I think all three of these covers are gorgeous.
If you end up needing help, I'll be here with somebody, but like, I might be able to.
So that's all of the Diamond single issues. We also have Terry Moore's 5 Years Omnibus.
That's something.
Callie, you definitely should have it in your box, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Alex Ross covers that are coming out are great. Aren't they nice? So if you're a fan of Terry Moore, if you're a fan of Strangers in Paradise, Echo, Rachel Rising, they all come together in a big crossover series for 5 years. And it's all in one little book now. Oh yeah, Motor Girl too. She's in there too. There is a sequel series to Old Guard. If you guys watch that Netflix movie starring Charlize Theron, Old Guard Book 2, Force Multiplied. If you liked the Old Guard movie, definitely read the comic. There's a trade paperback of Volume 1, highly recommended. Also, the collection of Little Bird is finally out. Will Eisner award-winning Little Bird by Ian Bertram and Darcy Van Polgeest. What a gorgeous, weird-ass book. This book is great. And I love Ian Bertram. If you don't know, he's the illustrator behind The House of Penance, written by Peter J. Tomasi about it's a really great horror, supernatural look at the Winchester House. If you don't know anything about the Winchester House, Google the Winchester House and then read about it. And then read House of Penance, which is wonderful. It's a wonderful, especially like we're getting into spooky times. It's a perfect little one and done. Mwah. Molly says, ooh, you have the Old Guard sequel for Alex and I? Yes. Yes, I do. Let me make sure that I have you down for that. Ooh. Molly with 2 L's. Hazards of Love. Oh, yeah. Old Guard. Norse Mythology, Hazards of Love, Old Guard Volume 2. You are down for those. Also, if you guys played that Spider-Man video game for 2 years ago, it has its own continuity in the comic books. So Marvel Spider-Man, and this is the miniseries The Black Cat Strikes by Dennis Hopeless Harrelm. Also, there's a reprint of X-Men Milestone's Second Coming, which is, I think, one of my favorite X-Men books in the past 10 years. Yeah, Second Coming, God Complex, although that whole little chunk of X-Men continuity was great, where Hope shows up, and then Hope, Cable steals Hope, the baby, and goes jumping through time to protect her. So good. So good.
Okay.
That game is amazing, JD. Oh yeah, I've played the Spider-Man game. I bought a PS4 specifically so I could play the Spider-Man game, and then I had time to maybe play half of it. So I still have the other half of that game to finish. I didn't know you were able to pre-order Hazards for me. Yay, last I checked, I didn't have access yet. Well, I mean, I put it on my list. So I have a subscription list, and that is every time it's time to order stuff, I will go in and see if it's available, and then once it's available, I order it. Another X-Men collection, Reloaded. And it's got Uncanny X-Men from 1981, 437 to 443, and then New X-Men 155 to 156, and then X-Men 157 to 164. I'm not sure why those specific time periods were put together, although I'm sure it makes sense in the collection. Is it because of Zorn? I see Zorn's in here. I wonder what the theme is. Also, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple. Speaking of video games, this ties into the Star Wars Fallen Order video game. And it's a nice little 5 issues by Matt Rosenberg. And then in and out, you're done. Hello.
It's like a speakeasy. I know.
Where'd that come from?
I took it from your table
Oh.
to read it.
Oh, great.
I didn't get
Also, hardcover Post-Apocalypto by Tenacious D. What? What the hell? Bonus, stream the Post-Apocalypto audiobook alongside this book, voiced entirely by Tenacious D. Coordinates inside. What the hell? I used to love that first Tenacious D album. I had that on repeat forever. God, I love that first album. I saw him live. It was really good. I watched that Tenacious D concert. Yeah, they're great live. They're a lot of fun. All right, so that's the diamond stuff. Oh, no, I'm still not done. This is kind of my favorite time, is all the stuff that I order extra. They displayed the whole thing over them throughout the concert. Can you have that book? Oh, you want the Tenacious D book, Molly? I'll put you down for it. I have one extra copy. So I'll put you down. Tenacious D hardcover for Molly. You got it. Also, I'm a big horror fan. We've already discussed this. So I always like to get in the horror action figures of Ghostface from Scream. Oh, that's funny. The word Scream isn't on here. It's an official NECA toy, but they don't have the word Scream. But he comes with his little stabby boy and his Selly boy, his little voice changer. I'll gut you like a fish. Understand me? Also, speaking of horror action figures, the black sheep of the Halloween franchise, Halloween 3, the Season of the Witch, very underrated, underappreciated horror movie. If this was not part of the Halloween franchise and it was just called All Hallows Eve and it was completely separate, people would love this movie. I love this movie. I was disappointed when I was a kid because it didn't have Michael Myers in it, and I wanted Michael Myers. But revisiting it now, it is a great, kind of cheesy, but really effective horror movie. I really like Season of the Witch. 3 more days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 3 more days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock. And so these are the children. I don't want to spoil it for you, but these are the children from the movie wearing the masks from the movie. And they've even got the little television. I wonder if it. Oh my God! Look at the packaging. You could cut out and order in your Silver Shamrock official mask. Wow. And I think it's legitimate. I think it might be legitimate because the masks are about $40, $32, and $50. I wonder if that's legit. No, it can't be legit because it says mail to Silver Shamrock Novelties. Never mind. But I know they make the masks. Anyway, sorry. I get excited. Don't tell Alex. All right. John Carpenter intended Halloween to be a series of different stories, but people wanted Michael Myers. I know. I get it. You know, he killed Michael Myers in Halloween 2. There was a big explosion. And then they were like, all right, we're done with Michael. We'll just continue doing a different Halloween story every year. It's going to be great. People are going to love it. And then nobody loved it. Everyone was like, where's Michael Myers? Bring back Michael Myers. We want the Shatner mask. Bring back Shatner mask. NECA makes great figures and their packaging is so good. True that. On a completely different front, Spirited Away eraser set. I like that guy. What is he? He was like a radish. Was he a radish spirit? But yeah, it's a whole little set of erasers, which go along with the set of graphite pencils. I'm a big Miyazaki fan, so anytime I find some Miyazaki stuff to carry in the shop, it's kind of few and far between, but when I can get it in, I do try to get him in. Yeah, he's a radish. Thank you. You have the TMNT Metalhead figure, and the package is the VHS of the cartoon series. I love that crap. I love it. If you make your packaging like kind of goofy like that, I'm into it. Miyazaki is wonderful. I agree. Kurt Vonnegut, Slaughterhouse 5. Is this a graphic novel? Oh, dude. Look at this art. Look at this. Wow. Holy cats. I might bring this up tonight for book club. How much is this? $24.99 from Boom Studios. Boom Studios is killing it. Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse 5. Or The Children's Crusade, a graphic novel adaptation. This is wonderful. Oh my God. This art is so good. Oh, I really like the colors. Man. This is great. I read Slaughterhouse 5 in high school. And I remember liking it, but also being like, what? I'm sorry, what? I don't get it. Also, Justin says, whoa! Or was that a whoa? Also, Shannon Wheeler of Too Much Coffee Man, who does a lot of political cartooning, has done a graphic novel of the Mueller report. Shannon Wheeler, Eisner Award-winning cartoonist and veteran journalist Steve Doohan turned their critical eye on the Mueller report, a comprehensive, blacked out, understandable, and readable graphic novel version of the exhaustive federal investigation every patriot needs. Wheeler and Doohan, in graphic form, distill this 400-page legal document to its essence, bringing to life scenes detailed in the report, from the infamous Trump Tower meeting of 2016 to Trump exclaiming, "This is the end of my presidency," upon finding out he was the subject of investigation. The Mueller report. Seems kind of important. I like the way he draws Trump. Yeah, the Mueller report. Also, oh, I really want that Slaughterhouse 5. Will do, Justin. I will put that on your list. All right. So, oh, The Magicians. There's a new trade paperback of The Magicians. If you know, there's the Lev Grossman trilogy of books, of novels, and then there's a TV show called The Magicians. There's also an all-ages Diana book, Wonder Woman Adventures, Diana and the Island of No Return by Aisha Saeed. Yeah! Marvel Action Spider-Man for the kids. Also, Spider-Man Spider-Verse, Spider-Women. So you get a bunch of different stories about the different Spider-Women. So you got Spider-Woman, you got Silk, you got Mayday Parker, Spider-Man's daughter from the original What If. If you guys remember this, what if his daughter lived and she becomes the next Spider-Girl? That was a long-running and awesome Spider-Girl series that Marvel kept trying to cancel it, and every time the fans got a hold of this before the internet, or at the beginnings of the internet, there was like letter writing campaigns to make sure that they didn't cancel this series. It was good. And then Marvel Superhero Adventures, 10 Mighty Heroes for the kids. Pretty cute. It's a board book. It's very thick pages. You're welcome, Justin. Okay, I think that's it for Diamond. Now I'm gonna, go through the DC books, which there's not that many, so we're almost done. I promise. Oh my God. Ugh. Also, with regard to these live streams, these unboxing videos, is 2 o'clock good for you guys? I move them around every so often. I just kind of get to them when I get to them. But Noel's like, keep it at like 2 o'clock, because that's when I got used to them being. And then a couple of them I did 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and like a lot less participation at that point. Is everybody like leaving work or like they're just tired? So it's like 2 o'clock-ish good. All right, we're almost done. From DC Comics, we have Joker Harley Criminal Sanity number 5, part of the Black Label series of books. 2 is cool. Thank you, Samuel David. So that's happening. Joker Harley, 2 different covers. And Batman number 99. I've got the 1 in 25 variant cover of Nightwing. You have to order 25 of the regular book to get 1 copy of this. So this is like a $30 book, and it's by Jorge Jimenez. And then Batman number 99 has 2 different covers, and this is part 5 of the Joker War, which has been a bucket of fun. I've been really enjoying this Joker War series. No small part due to Jorge Jimenez's interior pages. I love him. I want him to draw so much stuff. Jorge Jimenez is frigging killing it. Ooh, also I like this ad for Wonder Woman 89 or 84. I'm a sucker for the neon, not 80s aesthetic. I eat it up. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Yeah, isn't that nice, Joe? And then there's two different covers. There's the Jorge Jimenez cover. And then this cover featuring Clown Killer, who some people are wondering if that's Damien. I don't think it's Damien. But we'll find out. His identity is a secret. Another Batman book coming out tomorrow, The Batman's Grave, number 10. It's a 12-issue series from Warren Ellis. And this is the penultimate issue, the pre-penultimate issue. Two different covers. That one is by Brian Hitch. Very evocative. And then this one is the artist edition. And this is by Art Adams. This has to be Art. Pardon me while I satisfy my curiosity. Oompa, loompa, scoodly-doo. Oh, come on. Where's the title page? Jeez. All right. Brian Hitch. Variant cover by Art Adams. Whoop. All right. Also, coming out. Whoop. They're backwards. What am I doing? There we go. Get a hold of yourself, Jadles. Catwoman number 25, also part of the Joker War event. A man, a bird, and a cat walk into a bank. Extra sized anniversary issue. And that's got two covers. The other cover by Lee Bermejo. Girl, you get ready to steal some stuff. I see you. I see you stealing that stuff. With your whip. Who's your favorite Catwoman? Spoiler alert. It's Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer is my favorite Catwoman. I just revisited a Michelle Pfeiffer joint the other night. It was Michelle Pfeiffer and Harrison Ford, and it was a year 2000 thriller called What Lies Beneath. I haven't seen it in years, and I'm just I like both of those actors so much. And I was so tickled that they were doing something in like the horror vein. It's a horror, supernatural, spooky movie. But yeah, I really like that. But Michelle Pfeiffer is my favorite Catwoman. Metal Men number 10 with a cover by, that looks like Kevin Nowlin. Yep. Do you say Nolan or Nowlin? It's like Nowlan. I want to say Kevin Nolan, but it looks like Nowlin. I couldn't get spell check to help me on that, but yeah, her. Who, Michelle Pfeiffer? I believe it's P-F-E-I-F or P-H-E-R or F-F-E-R. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how to spell her name. Fun movie, says Justin. I concur, says Jadles. Justice League number 53. Now, if you are reading the Death Metal series, the next chunk of Justice League books from DC are all tie-ins to Death Metal. So if that's something you want, let me know. Enter the Metalverse. Oh, I am loving this series more than I thought I would. I thought I wasn't going to like it because I was only so about Dark Knight's metal. But for some reason, I'm really digging Death Metal. Maybe I kind of know what it is now. Like the first with Death Metal, I was like, I don't even kind of get what's happening. But now that I have a firm grasp on thematically the style, I'm like, yeah. There is another cover, Justice League 53. Also, I like Starfire doing the Storm Mohawk. Give me more of that. Wow. Teen Titans number 45. Crush is saying, Robin's gone. My team now. What a bummer. This one got canceled. I think there's only a couple issues left. Is this the last issue? Nope. Ooh, cliffhanger. Ooh, maybe I'll read this. I like the cliffhanger. All right. So that's Teen Titans. And then I think there's one book left, and it's a big one. So there is an anniversary coming out tomorrow of Batman's, like the amount of appearances he's had. So this is Detective Comics number 1027. And it is a thickie. It's a thick boy. And there's like 10 covers. Louisa is super bummed about Hellblazer being canceled. Right? I'm so bummed. Anybody who likes Hellblazer, John Constantine, great, like, sort of supernatural, spooky books. Cy Spurrier's John Constantine Hellblazer. There's only 12 issues. The first trade is coming out soon. Get it. It's great. All right, so I'm going to go through and show you these different covers of this Detective Comics number 1027, and then we'll be done. And then I can go read the book for book club tonight, which is at 8 o'clock, Black Magic, Volume 1. All right. So where's the original? How do I find? Okay, so here's the main cover. It's a 144-page mega spectacular. And the main cover is by Andy Kubert, and it's a wraparound. So yeah, Detective number 1027. There's the main cover. There's this cover by Mark Silvestri featuring Bats and the Joker fighting in midair, real high up. You know, like most of their fights do. They're always flying around fighting over Gotham. I'll take the main, says Joe. Well, let me take that note. DC. Sorry, I'm just taking a note, so that's why I have stopped talking to you. Detective Comics, number 1027. And you want main cover. For Joe Griffin. Hey, Joe, is it Griffin or EN? I have it both ways, apparently. So, yeah, okay, that's the main cover. And then you saw the Mark Silvestri cover. This is by Gabriel Dell'Otto, featuring Batman and the Scarecrow. Let's see, you got 3 of those. J. Scott Campbell did one up, and it's the Batman and Batgirl. And we got 3 of those. There's the Detective Comics blank cover, in case you want to have someone draw on Sharpie. If you want to have like an artist draw Batman, they could do that up. They used to always be just white, and now they're starting to do these color versions. So it's blank, but with a color behind it. So, like if they're just doing an ink drawing, should be fine. I like Jimmy Chung. Jimmy Chung did the variant cover with Bane. Look at the water on the cape. Get out of here. Ugh, so good. I love Jimmy Chung. I wish he did more interiors like he did with Young Avengers. He's so good. Oh. Here is a Batwoman cover by Art Germ. And there's bats in the background there. Joe says, I'll take Chung. Oh, is he nice? I've never met Jim. Main cover. Chung. Okay, got it. So that's the Art Germ cover. Frank Quitely did a Batman and Robin cover. I'm a big Frank Quitely fan as well. He's very good. Scottish. Jim Lee did a Batman and Superman cover. In his usual Jim Lee fashion. Lee Bermejo, this is cute. This is cute. Lee Bermejo did Batman and Robin in the past, and then Batman and Nightwing currently. So it's a nice little look back and a look forward. Very cool. Yes to Quitely. Got it. Oh, there's that Art Germ one again. Ooh, Adam Hughes. And it's Batman and Catwoman. Yes to Bermejo, too. Boop, bada boop, bada boop. And another one of my favorite, Olivier Coipel. And it's him and Harley. I'm a big Coipel fan. I never know if I'm saying his name right. It's spelled Olivier, Olivier, and his last name is Coipel. Olivier Coipel is what I do. Anthony D says, if DC was trying to celebrate 1,000 issues, they missed it. Issue 1027 is the 1,001st issue. I don't know, man. I feel a lot of this stuff is just made up. I don't care. I guess that was it. That was all the covers. I did it. Anthony D, did you want any of those put in your bin? I think I've got some stuff to mail out to you. Yeah. Oh, and Adam Hughes. Joe Griffin wants Adam Hughes as well. Now, Joe, I hope I have enough. I have to take a look and see how many I have of all of these covers. But if I have enough, you'll get them. And if I don't have enough, I'll try to reorder them back in for you. So, yeah. Thank God that's it. I'm going to be broke. Yeah, you are. How much are these? Oh, and also, look at the back cover. Look at that. I wish this was one of the covers, but actually it's kind of cool that you get like 2 covers for the price of 1. I love that image. It's very evocative of the 1989 Batman. Isn't it? Isn't that great? Oh, I just love it. I just love it. I don't know who did this. Oh, you've got some, I didn't even see, there's like people down in the foreground. You got like Detective Bullock. Hey, I miss you, JD. Take it easy. Listen to you a little later. All right, action figure expert. Toodles, buddy. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys. I'm going to get out of here. I got to go read the book for tonight. Maybe I'll see some of you at book club at 8 o'clock. If you don't know anything about it, if you want the link, hit me up. You can message me here. You could message me if you have my phone number. You could just call or text or whatever. Thank you for hanging out with me. My voice is gone. That's 2 hours. This was fun. This is a lot. This is great, guys. Thanks so much. And if there's anything on this stream that you want, let me know. I'll put it in your bin. I'll put it aside for you. I'll mail it to you, whatever you want. I'm here for you guys. Great show. Bye, says Samuel David. Joe Griffin says, have a good night, sir. You guys are the best. Peace.